All right, well, good evening, everyone. My name's Suzanne Steele, and I'd like to welcome you to a first look at a better way to a life in balance. We are independent Nikken consultants, and tonight's presentation, I am very fortunate and grateful to be joined with three other amazing women. We have Ann Brienza from New Hampshire. We have Lori Jones from South Carolina, and we have Nancy Lindblom from Florida. So we've covered the East Coast, and hopefully there are people in all other parts of the country.
The company that we're affiliated with is a Japanese health and research, first and foremost, and it opened, the name of it is Nikken, opened in 1975, and it was based on a philosophy of a gentleman named Isamu Masuda, whose goal was for world peace through world health. The company grew to become debt-free, had global sales by the millions and billions, and many, many satisfied customers.
Lori?
The philosophy that Mr. Masuda decided for Nikken was a philosophy he got from his mother, and it's called the 5 pillars of health. There's 5 areas in your life, and in the center is what you believe. It's the core of who you are. And then in the 5 pillars, these all should be balanced. It's your family, your body, your mind, your finances, your community. And those 5 should be in balance. You should have time with your family. You should have enough finances where you can give to the community. Your body and your mind should be well and healthy. And so while you're listening tonight, be thinking about those 5 pillars and see what pops out at you.
So as far as the 5 pillars go, most people find that finances are their #1 source of stress. And what we see on the screen right now is called the cash flow quadrant. It's created by Robert Kiyosaki. And we have issues because most of us are on the side that has an E or an S. We are either an employee or we're self-employed. You can see this young woman. She feels like she's in a box because she has a job. She doesn't have the flexibility she may want to be with her family, to do things outside of her job, because she might have to wait until someone else is not on vacation. On the bottom, you see someone who is self-employed. They own their job. If they're not there, they're not making income. And this isn't only for doctors. This can be attorneys. This can be physical therapists, massage therapists. Now, there is a better way. It's called being a business owner or an investor on the other 2 quadrants. A business owner is someone who has a system and it's working for you. For example, Starbucks. It's a recognized brand that has a system where everyone goes into that place and they know what they expect to get. Now, another way, if you have excess money, you can be an investor like Warren Buffett, and he has his money working for him. So the goal is, if there's a way to move from the employee and self-employed side to the other side, would you be interested? Well, to help us along this route is a new trend. It's called the gig economy. It's where independent workers are looking for temporary engagements to create that additional source of income. This has really been brought about because of our society with our technology. We have cell phones, we have computers. This allows us to plug in and do things wherever we are. The gig economy started back with musicians. You might have heard someone say that they're playing a gig. Well, they're doing something at night or on the weekends, doing something they love to do. So what if there was something that you found that you are passionate about that could create additional income? The beautiful thing is the millennials are joining the workforce. They want that balance, and they've seen perhaps family members lose their job and not have that secure career through their lifetime. Fortunately for me, I had started this as a side gig over 20 years ago. And so when I was let go of my corporate job after 29 years, I had income coming into the house.
And the health facts are that our bodies are burdened. Stress impacts our body in many different ways. It causes heart disease, diabetes, fatigue, allergies, sleep, and weight. And if your 5 pillars are out, there is stress in everywhere in your life. And sleep, you can tell by this young lady's look on her face, she has not gotten more than a good night's sleep. And just by one night, your immune system will immediately drop by 60%. And weight, 2 in 3 adults are considered overweight or obese. And the weight loss industry is $20 billion annual. That's much too high. And water, there are so many things in water that we don't know, and plastics are so bad. And living in Florida, our water is horrible, and we're going to address all these different things in the later slide.
So the health trends, they are not very positive, and these trends are now affecting our children. I work in a school district during the school year, and I see obese children. And last year I did a little study of my own, and it was about 6 or 7 out of 10 were obese. And just as many are tired. They wake up tired. They go to sleep with their electronics in their hand, and they spend a lot of time till 2 and 3 a.m. on their electronics, and they don't realize that that zaps their energy. And so the trends are that there is diabetes, there's heart issues with these young people, there's so many more diseases, and it's alarming, but there is a solution.
And the solution or the answer is to take your personal responsibility for your self-care. All of us that are Nikken consultants here on this call, we choose active wellness. And it's a process. It's an active process, because I started with this Nikken company 16 years ago and kept adding different technologies, and my health and the health of my family has never been better. So it's be healthy by choice, not by chance. You make the choice.
And it's the choices, like Nancy just said, that over time, with consistent effort, make a big difference. Choices that we're able to make, habits that we're able to acquire, that will change possibly our health. For instance, if we decide, like we have done, to take an active part and to be in a self-care mode, and that we watch how much sleep we get and the quality of our sleep each day, each night will be better. What we put into our bodies, I know that I like to put high test in, because I really have a very active life, and I am fortunate to have such a life living on a lake. And I want to make sure that, for instance, one of our nutritional products that I have twice a day that nourishes me, and we're going to talk about that, is a habit that's become the behavior that I enjoy, that's resulted in a radical difference. So I'd like to be the woman looking up at the sun and smiling every day for the small choices that I may have made over the time, instead of the one who's made some poor choices in the bottom that seems to be crying. They make life a lot more fun.
So we have a solution, and it is called the Nikken Certified Wellness Home. Imagine living in a greenhouse. It's like a greenhouse for humans, but you see this beautiful picture of a greenhouse. A greenhouse is an environment where plants can thrive. Now, our wellness home allows us to thrive, as Anne was just sharing. We consider it good news, and the letters down below are what good news stands for: grounding, nutrition, energy, water, and sleep. And so now we're going to take a closer look at each of these.
The nutrition. One of the products I use is right there. It's that big tub, and it's called Kensen Vital Balance. When I was overweight, grossly overweight, I used it to lose weight. I have one of my customers who uses it to gain weight, and now I use it to maintain my weight. Our nutritions, they cover every system in your body, and it helps every system work to the optimal level. Amazing products, all natural, and the only side effect I've found is I feel healthier.
And the E in our Good News Wellness Solutions is energy. And the energy is based on nature. And nature that we get energy and our from the sun and from our contact with the earth, as Suzanne was mentioning. Right here you see the bronze colored pad. That is a grounding pad, which is it can energize you while you sleep. Nikken has produced products that you can sit on, that you can wear around your neck and your arm, things that you put in your shoes, kinetic tape that helps relieve some pressures, and all sorts of products that were developed with nature in mind to keep us energized throughout the day and night.
And then we have water for the wellness solution. And water is very important both for drinking and cleaning. And right there we have the waterfall, which is a filtration system. You put tap water in and it alkalizes your body, and there's great minerals, and it gives your body very healthy benefits. And there's a water bottle with a spout. I just finished a 12-day travel out west, and this bottle went everywhere with me. It has the same filtration system. I just put tap water, whether from the airport or where I was staying, in their faucet, and I had what we call PI, which is living magnetized water, that nourished me and kept me hydrated in a very dry environment. And then the shower system is on the right, which also has the same filtration, and it showers away anything bad, or it takes away the chlorine, and it keeps your body very smooth where you don't have to use lotions, and your whole body is nourished and hydrated inside and out.
And last but not least is S for sleep. One poor night's sleep, as Nancy said, drastically affects your immune system. So what if you had a solution that could support you and give you better quality sleep? Well, this is what changed my life 23 years ago. After suffering a serious car accident, I hurt for 3 years and had problems sleeping and had problems getting up out of bed until I started sleeping in this sleep system. It supports the body. It helps your body recover, recuperate, regenerate. It has a nice magnetic mask that blocks out the light and relaxes the head, a pillow that supports the neck, and a comforter that we call the Marriage Saver Quilt, because it regulates to multiple people's body temperature so that you're not tossing and turning, and again, getting good quality sleep.
So how do you find out about these fabulous, amazing technologies? Well, we share, like we're doing now, we are the messengers, and you can have the choice. You can start with a commitment to enjoy the products, or you may be interested in also doing what we are doing, inviting people to enjoy Nikken, the things that they can use, product or business or both. And Nikken does all the heavy lifting. They are the ones that do the researching, which is basically what they are based on, a research and development company first and foremost. They take care of all the warehousing, the operations, any patenting. We just share the message. And as a result of our sharing, we receive commissions, retail commissions, and commissions based on a team that we've built. We get special offers, and we have incentives monthly and bonuses. And then we also have wonderful recognition that allows us to feel even better about ourselves, because every time we share a product technology with someone, they feel better, which is great. And also luxury trips. The trip this year was to Italy.
And what Janique and entrepreneurs do, we're all here on the call sharing. We're compounding and leveraging each other. When I have a question, when I'm with a customer or somebody asking me about Nikken Technologies and I don't know the answer to the question, there are a multiple amount of people that I can call, and we connect with each other. We support each other, even though we're not maybe in the same group. And as you can see, we're from all across the country.
And so we don't really even know our own potential, because it's like the seeds in an apple. And you will plant those and they'll be in the ground for a while, and then something sprouts and you get a tree, but you don't know how many apples you're going to get on that tree. And when you look out in the orchard, it's like the Nikken family. And like Nancy said, we help each other. I think one of the most wonderful things is that it's an inside job. And even though growing a business and doing Nikken and being healthy is wonderful, it's your character that grows as well. And it's amazing that people who aren't even going to benefit financially will help you. And that is the Nikken family. And so you can count how many seeds are in an apple, but not how many apples are in the seed.
So we hope tonight, looking at that 5 pillars that was mentioned by Lori at the beginning, 1 or 2 of those, if they jumped out at you, if you heard something tonight that may help you bring yourself into better balance, we would love to invite you to begin your success story and start living an active wellness lifestyle. We want you to get back to the person that invited you. You might be ready to connect them with other people who can benefit. You might want to start with your own health, or you may want to start sharing this with other people and impact other people's lives as well. Whatever your decision, we look forward to supporting you whichever way we can.